he was spectacular. Returning from injury for the Pelicans against Portland. Pick it up second quarter. And Richard, just look at Zion with the power on Hassan Whiteside.
And look, Hassan Whiteside is one of the biggest men in the NBA, and he just can go just completely through his chest. It's impressive.
He's turning defense here into offense. We're running the other way, and look at Zion picking his spot and put it up with the dominant left hand. They were behind early, but he was sensational right from the jump. Watch more here. Just look at the power of Zion. Joe, get out of my way. What are you going to do with him? Second quarter, we're still in the second now. It's an 8-point game. And look at the elevation set.
The elevation, defender turns his head. What does he do? He goes back door. By the way, you can throw it anywhere in the universe. He's going to catch it.
17 points in 16 minutes in the first half. We had ourselves a good 2-point game. Third quarter here. Holiday, no. Zion, yes. Pelicans take the lead. Still in the third quarter. Pelicans up 5. Look at the seal.
Look at that. And it's just the strength that he does it. If you put a smaller guy on him, he's able to seal him down low. And look at this move. Oh, jab that goes straight. And the crazy thing is that he's left-handed. So you go to the left-hand jab and he just crushes. Look at even his teammates are like, oh, this is gonna be a problem.
Next possession here. He can dish it out as well. That's Josh Hart off the assist from Zion. He had 5 assists on the night. Early fourth, more from Zion. He's still in there despite a 24-point lead. That's going to finish his night. 31 points in 28 minutes. Added 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Big win for the Blazers against a good Portland team. Zion, awesome.
I expect to make an impact, but I don't expect to do nothing like this. Just kind of look to come in, just kind of fit in, just not try to mess up. But my teammates and coaches are always pushing me, say no, like, be outside the box.
You know, we see it all the time, so we see it every day, and I just think he's not even scratched the surface yet, I don't think. The second jump is ridiculous, I mean, he's down and back up before most other people think that. He wants to be a great player, and he's going to do everything he can to make that happen.
All right, he has done that so far by getting it down low and dominating. 91% of his shot attempts this year have come inside the paint. That is by far the highest percentage by a player 6'6" or shorter. And I want to give you the stat that I promised you at the beginning. It's the second time in his first 10 games that he has scored more points than he had minutes played. Only Michael Jordan had ever done that before. RJ, as you watch him just bullying large NBA people, full-grown men at the age of 19.
I'm so glad to be over here next to you.
Say?
I'm so glad to be next to you.
You'd be part of a poster.
No, look, what he does, and this is what we've all been excited for and what we've been waiting for, is we look at this individual and how strong he is, and it's like you put a smaller player on him. He's got no chance. Look at what he does to Carmelo here. He goes through Carmelo. Carmelo Anthony is one of the biggest 3-4 men we have ever seen in NBA history. His size, his strength. And look, he looks small next to Zion. And Zion, there was nothing illegal about that play. He just turned and jumped. And Carmelo's like, what, I foul him with my face? Carmelo's got technical. He's like, what am I supposed to do with that thing? Look, what am I supposed to do with him?
Okay, we've been trying to figure out who Zion is, trying to make these comparisons. Jay Billis has called him a unicorn. Who is he at this level?
To me, it's Charles Barkley. I mean, to me, his game is so similar to what Charles Barkley did, especially if Charles Barkley came in. He was a little bit overweight. Charles Barkley was a freakish athlete. Charles Barkley didn't settle. And the thing about Zion is, you think about those points he scores in the paint. He doesn't settle. He knows exactly who he is and how he wins, and he knows he can get and finish that shot, just like Big Chuck right there. Yeah. Like, to me, he's Charles Barkley. Look at this play here. He catches it on the run. What does he do? Because he catches it on the run, right through the defender's chest and finishes. Look, third most points in the paint in the NBA. Why? Because right here, on this little ball screen situation, he pops, catches it, doesn't go away from the defender, goes right through the defender's nose, and finishes. And right here, this is the one. Inside rip, down and low, work to the middle of the floor, and it's over. It's over. With an A, it's over. Are you kidding me? So he can score at every different level in the paint because he doesn't settle to be a three-point shooter. A lot of guys try to show people what they can't do. Right. This dude says, you know what? I'm the baddest dude from the foul line down. Stop me. And he has
an intensity to him, but he doesn't have that cockiness yet.
Yeah.
He doesn't have it yet. And you have to have that to be a great player. Like, give me the ball. I'm going to go destroy who's in front of me. He just does it kind of naturally. When he starts to reinforce that, it's going to be next level.
Hembo, how old was Charles Barkley when he came into the NBA? That's what, because I love the comparison, and it's a legit comparison. It's worth reminding you again. that Charles Barkley played a full college career at Auburn. Remember, he wasn't even
right.
taken on the Olympic team in '84 by Bob Knight. That was a controversial thing at the time. He was much more full-grown, whatever the expression I'm looking for is. He was a much older person than the 19-year-old Zion Williamson.
Yeah, I mean, and the way he carries himself, he's an incredible teammate. He always has a smile on his face. And people don't even talk about how hard he plays on the defensive end because he's an active, alert defender.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube.
For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app.
And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.